What's going on, guys? Ghost here, coming back at you with another awesome video just on the content grind. But also, before we start this video, I don't know if Boss Logic made this, and if he did, credit to the man for the incredible artwork that's been made in front of us. And if he didn't do it, I'm still going to give him credit anyway, because he's usually the one that makes a lot of this amazing work. So Boss Logic, if you see this video, you're an awesome guy. Anyway, I just had to say that first, because obviously a lot of his artwork I try not to use, because I usually would ask someone if it's okay if I can use their artwork to kind of commentate over it and stuff like that. So again, I don't know who made this, so I don't want to assume anything, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So anyway, as plenty of you may know, and a lot of you may know, there's been rumors, hardcore rumors going around of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire signing a contract to do the newest Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. Now, a lot of people are speculating it to be true, very, very true, very strongly true, because there's been rumors and some articles going around that it's true that this is happening. Now, again, I don't want to go off assumptions and things that I don't know to be true. Now, I've read a lot of these articles, and I've sat down and started like scratching my head, you know, to either if it's true or not. Now, I'd rather go to a much more reliable source like Marvel, or even the directors of Marvel, or Kevin Feige, or even the Russo brothers, or any of those guys that would know better than I. Or anyone that's in the Marvel Industries that would know better than I, obviously. That's the sources that I'd rather hear from that will actually tell the truth. Now, obviously, knowing how Marvel is and how they want to keep things knit and tight and shut so that no one knows what's going on until the end, I completely understand. And I have no issues with that, because surprises are much better than people knowing about it, right? But a lot of people always want to know and always speculate. So that's always something the world will always do. But anyway, so I kind of wanted to go around and started giving my thoughts and opinions on this. Now, obviously, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. He's probably up there with Wolverine's X-Men and the Fantastic Four. They're all incredible heroes that I love and support and admire. Of course, there's Black Panther and many other great heroes. You know, rest in peace to the great Chadwick Boseman. He's a great, incredible. There's no replacing Black Panther. He was the one. And I'm truly saddened to hear about what happened to him. I think I made many tweets about that and giving my condolences to the great Chadwick Boseman. But either way, rest in peace to the king. I definitely, as a fan of Marvel, want this to happen. I wasn't a big fan of Tobey Maguire. I'm not going to sit here and say I was. Obviously, Spider-Man 1 was a classic, and he did a decent job that I felt was good. And I know a lot of people really didn't like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but I'm sure there are fans of him now that love him. I respect him even more now, because he's done a lot of great movies, and not just Spider-Man alone, because I was around for Spider-Man when he made the first three. And I loved him, and I didn't hate him. I just think that it was very different, and it was very, I guess, dark. I mean, Spider-Man's always lighthearted sometimes. It's never always super dark, but this guy was just all over the places, you know what I mean, with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, with Sam Raimi Spider-Man. But obviously, when he left and stopped doing Spider-Man, we went with Andrew Garfield, which was a little bit more lighthearted. It was serious, funny at times, where he was just being, you know, somewhat more different of a Peter Parker, which he was in high school or in his teens, you know. But there were a lot of serious moments in Spider-Man 1 and 2 from Andrew Garfield, which was incredibly good, and I loved his Spider-Man. I'm kind of saddened that he didn't do a third movie, which would have made sense to me, because obviously him facing Electro, and, you know, that was an incredible a movie that he did with him. And then obviously Jamie Foxx had a great role as Electro, which was awesome. And of course, Tom Holland. Now, I'm not going to take away from any of them. They did a great job as Spider-Man. All of them had played their roles well. Obviously, going back to Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I obviously did not give him enough credit. Obviously, back then, I was very naive and just thinking very unrash, and just considering everything he did was very emo-ish, very dark, extremely dark. You know, at times, the only times that there were funny scenes was with J. Jonah Jameson, which was the only reason I could sit there and watch it, because it was hilarious how he is J. Jonah Jameson. He is J. Jonah Jameson. There is no other person that can play J. Jonah Jameson besides him. And I know every fan of Marvel and Spider-Man knows it. Other than that, though, I do respect Tobey Maguire as an actor, as a person. I know he's done a lot of great things. I'm not trying to, you know, crap thunder on him. I'm not. That's not me. I like to give credit where credit's due. That's my jing. Am I excited if this is true? Yeah, absolutely. I love Spider-Man. He's huge. He is box office. This is possibly, in my opinion, going to be the hugest movie that I've seen from Marvel next to the Avengers. Absolutely. I don't think there's any question in my mind. This is going to be huge, a huge movie. Now, again, I don't want to assume anything until I hear the facts, the straight facts of this being true. So that's where I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave you to your own thoughts and opinions of this. Leave it in the comments below what your thoughts are, how you feel about this, and how do you think is going to play well with the movie. Also, slap a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more content like this. My thoughts and opinions are always very, very fair and honest. So as always, stay awesome, keep watching Marvel movies, and I'll see you next time.